So I'm headed out here to the stairs. If you know anything about me, I do 2 days of cardio, Saturdays and Sundays running the stairs outside of what I have here during the weekday. Feeling good, man. I'm 46. Injuries are injuries, but I'll be 47 in October. According to my Hume Body Pod and band, I'm pretty healthy right now. It says I'm 10.5% body fat, but I had a refeed there yesterday. I think I'm around 11 or 12. But I've been off of social media. I've deleted and deactivated all my social media accounts. It sucks because I make work content for United States Naval Community College, but I was getting brain rot, dude. I was looking at everything that was going on in the world, politics and stuff like that, and how it was affecting me and my family. So I just, about a month ago, just got off of there. I can say I feel better, like mentally, emotionally, and it was an issue at first because I'm one of them people. Even though some people think, man, you always showing off. I just want to share with people that there is a way to get, to unstick yourself from whatever you're going through. So I'll tell everybody my story, how I overcame alcoholism, how I went from 300 pounds back to being a little leaner, how I maintained the physique that I wanted, even though, the whole body dysmorphia issue, it comes up every once in a while. After I got out the military, because I retired in 2018. But what I had realized was the amount of hate, shade, right? The little passive jokes that you get when you try to get yourself in check. It gets irritating. And the older that you get, the worse it is. Yesterday I was sitting there, man. Me and my old lady was watching a movie. That's what we do on the weekends, man. We just kind of hang out. And I had somebody reach out to me about some school stuff. Normally, I just give them the answer. No matter what our history was. If you wrong me, I just stay away from you physically, but I want people to level up. But this person that asked me over the years, I used to work for him when I was in the Navy. He was a senior chief. And at that time, he wasn't really focused on school and life after the military. It was all just, you're getting a Navy paycheck, so why are you doing this? Now, we were stationed together right before, I was about to retire. I was working at the barracks. So you know anything about the military, if you're working at the barracks, it's pretty chill. And I had an opportunity to try to get a job for 24 Hour Fitness, the general manager trainee program. Had my education, had my certs, I had a decent look. And this was like 2 months before I was supposed to retire. And I asked this dude, can I get off work a little earlier in order to go check this out? They wanted me to train up under somebody for a couple of days a week. I dodged the bullet because whatever happened with 24 Hour Fitness a few years later, I think they filed for bankruptcy. People were just getting laid off, stuff like that. But I asked him, can I look into this? And he told me no. I would say a month after that, the Navy had what was called an enlisted review board, and they were just getting rid of people. So if you did some dirt in your past, they was gonna get you up out of there. And that happened to him. His mindset shifted. He started focusing on life after the military, and he was coming to me about resume templates and interviewing techniques and all the stuff I was focused on at the time. Over the years, he's never reached out. He's never checked in on me what I was doing. It was always because he wanted something. Yesterday, for the first time, he asked me and I blocked him. I kind of feel bad, but I don't, man. You know why? Because for all these years, for every change that I've made, I've done nothing but give people access to me. No matter how they would come at you with the jokes, I know cats that I was cool with. They can't even say, give you a compliment without some shade attached to it. And then I realized it's because when you do right for yourself, not just in one area, because if I was just a fitness guy, that would leave me open to other areas for people to have something to say. But nah, it's because I said, man, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to get my finances in order. I'm not going to be worrying about that commercial gym no more. I'm going to have my own spot. Education ain't got to be your thing, but I'm going to get every degree possible for free. Here's how. Once you do all that stuff, man, people will have a problem with that. And I started noticing that. I can't tell you when I'm going to come back on social media, but it ain't like I was missed. I went from getting a lot of love and support and engagement to people will purposely not like some stuff will be in your stories. 0, maybe 5 or 6 likes, including my mama, and thousands of people in your stories. Just watching, just waiting. Cats you went to middle school and high school and ain't got nothing to say to you unless you fall off. If I came on social media talking about drama, celebrity gossip, arguing who's the GOAT, LeBron, Mike Jordan, Kobe, people will have something to say. If I had some silliness to post or a silly meme, man, that's funny, man. People get to exchanging memes, but when I get up every day and I talk about me being better, people had a problem with that. And it's that consistency, and I've said it before, it's a good song at first. Everyone listens to it. Everyone's snapping their fingers until they're reminded about things they're not doing, and that's what the regular people do. They remind you that something's possible. They don't want to hear the song no more. My advice to people is, and I always hated the term when people were like, move in silence and then come back, because I always think you need to show a blueprint. You need to show people like myself. I grew up, my father wasn't there. I grew up in South Central LA and then moved to Long Beach. Didn't have no money. Barely was able to join the Navy because my ASVAB score was so low. But I did it. I overcame alcoholism. I was drinking in the mornings most days, right? I lost 100 pounds. I want people to know it's possible, but the amount of hate that you get with that is staggering. So I stopped giving people access for right now. And if we're cool, reach out. I hate to be that guy, but I had to become that guy.